Greetings all and welcome to Purple Trades. In episode 3, we will learn how to buy and sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. Now I know most of you might be already trading in Bitcoin. You might have already bought and sold Bitcoin, but you might be having few questions about mining and how exactly the trading works. I would try to answer as many questions as possible in this video. So the main agenda of this video is to discuss how to buy or sell Bitcoin and other crypto. Second, what platforms to trade these cryptocurrencies on. Third, what are the fees and tax on crypto. Fourth, I will be placing live trades on crypto and I will be buying Bitcoin in this video live. So stay tuned and let's start. Firstly, to begin with, crypto is a 24/7 market. Unlike other markets like Forex or Indian stock market, this runs every day, that is from Monday to Sunday, non-stop for 24 hours. So you can buy Bitcoin or any crypto on any day at any time. Now Bitcoin is a virtual currency and there are a lot of buyers and sellers available to make transaction. Now there are multiple ways in which you can buy or sell Bitcoin. The first and the most famous one is you can buy from someone who is willing to sell you at a certain price and is also called as P2P transaction or peer-to-peer transaction. In this case, the seller proposes a quantity and a price at which he or she is willing to sell, and as a buyer you can check their prices and bid your prices and make a purchase at mutual agreement. For example, if a user wants to buy, they will send a bid, and then let us say there is a user who is already having Bitcoin and the user wants to sell this Bitcoin, and if both of them agree, then the user who wants to buy Bitcoin will first transfer money. On approval of money, when the seller receives the money, he will then release the Bitcoin, and this released Bitcoin will go to the buyer, and that is how the transaction gets completed. Now here the middleman involved is the platform that is enabling buyer to find seller. It is as good as say platforms like Tinder, where a girl meets a boy using a platform. Similarly, there are peer-to-peer platform where as a buyer you can bid and as a seller they can put a ask price, and if they meet then the transaction will complete. And this mediator platform, peer-to-peer platform, will charge a small fees on every successful transaction. Now the other way to do the transaction is using crypto exchanges. Now there are many exchanges developed across the world. These are basically marketplace where buyers and sellers transact to exchange crypto and speculate or trade the prices. Now the main difference between peer-to-peer transaction and the transaction on crypto exchange is that in peer-to-peer transaction, a buyer is actually receiving the Bitcoin and the seller is selling his or her Bitcoin from the pocket. However, on the crypto, if a user just wants to speculate the prices without even purchasing Bitcoin or any other crypto, it is possible. You can bet on Bitcoin's prices, whether it will go up or down on these exchanges, and make money based upon the demand and supply and based upon the price movement. So the main difference is in trading via crypto exchange is that every transaction goes via an exchange that is involved in between, and this exchange also charges fees and transaction charges, taxes, etc. to ensure that every transaction is verified and it is smoothly processed between buyers and sellers. Now when I talk about exchange, you can imagine more or less like stock exchanges. For example, in India there are two major exchanges, NSE, National Stock Exchange, and BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. A stock can be listed on NSE as well as BSE, but there will be a small price difference. Let me directly take you to NSE and BSE website and actually show you the difference. For example, I have logged in into my Zerodha, and now let us say I am checking the price of Tata Motors on NSE and the price of Tata Motors on BSE. Now that I have added both NSE and BSE in my watch list, you will see that the price on NSE is 295.25 and on BSE is 295.05. So since there are two different exchanges, two different set of buyers and sellers, the prices will be different. You can imagine buying 1 kg of rice say from Big Bazaar or from say D-Mart. Now when you will buy this 1 kg of rice from Big Bazaar, it will have a different price, and from D-Mart it will have a different price in spite of the rice being of same brand. Similarly, Bitcoin prices will also vary on different exchanges. In some exchanges, the difference is close to $5,000 to $6,000 as well. Let me show you few exchanges and explain you how Bitcoin prices varies. Now in India, the most famous crypto exchange is WazirX. So I'm just going to WazirX. So here I can see that the BTC INR price, currently you can see the value of one Bitcoin is close to 36 lakh in Indian currency. But if I convert it into US dollar by clicking on USDT, you will see the price of BTC, that is Bitcoin, is $46,300. Now this is on one exchange like WazirX. Similarly, in India, we have one more very popular exchange, and the name of the exchange is BitBNS exchange. Here I can see the BTC price is 46127, whereas you will see that on WazirX it is $46,300. Now there is a difference of close to $200 or close to 14,000 rupees in between BitBNS and in WazirX. Usually sometimes the price on WazirX is higher and on sometimes the price on BitBNS is higher. Now why do we have such price difference? It is mainly because of the buyers and sellers and also liquidity. Now if you see in India, the crypto markets are not very liquid. For example, this is the trade history. You can check that in between every single trade in crypto, the difference in terms of seconds is very high. For example, after 21:54:05, the next transaction had taken place at 21:54:59. That means it takes around 54 seconds to complete one single transaction. And if I go to BTC INR pair, it is very quick. You will see that for every 3 to 4 seconds you are having transactions, which still is very small number. You will see that sometimes in a second there are 4 transactions, sometimes it is taking 2 to 3 seconds for a single transaction, so forth and so on. And WazirX by far is the most liquid exchange on India. Now if I go to BitBNS and go to BTC INR, here you will see that in BTC INR also it is taking a lot of time to complete a transaction. There is a difference of around 20 seconds also. And what is very important to note is that the difference between ask and bid. For example, the ask price is 36,45,000 and here it is 36,48,000. So a difference of close to say 3,000 rupees. However, here the difference is 36,18,000 and 36,20,000. So a difference of close to 2,000 rupees, so forth and so on. In some cases, the difference is just 400 to 500 rupees as well. So WazirX currently is more liquid than BitBNS, but even BitBNS is growing its clientele, and in coming time, both the exchange will have enough liquidity, which will be as good as say the liquidity of NSE and BSE. If you're wondering which is the most liquid exchange, the one exchange that comes into our mind is Binance. Binance is by far the biggest crypto exchange in the world, and I'll just show you. So here if I go to the markets, in Binance you can see the prices are fluctuating every single millisecond and there are so many transactions. You can see the market trades here. In every second there are almost 10 to 12 transactions happening, and the amount of Bitcoin that is traded is extremely high. And this is a 24/7 market and very liquid. The difference between ask and bid is also very small. You can see 4618 to 46185, hardly $2 to $3 difference between ask and bid. It's a very liquid exchange compared to Indian BitBNS or WazirX. Even a lot of Indian prefer trading on Binance. You can also trade on international platform like Binance. If you want to trade in platforms like Binance, you will have to first convert your Indian currency into dollars, transfer it in the form of dollars, and then trade, make profits in terms of dollars, and roll out the money from dollars to Indian currency and take back. The fees charged for all these transactions would be very high, so it is not advisable. You can stick to say either WazirX or BitBNS, and that would make more sense. However, with growing demand in cryptocurrency, you can see in coming days that BitBNS or WazirX or any other famous Indian crypto exchange will be as liquid as Binance, and then you will be able to place trades on the go. Now let me buy some amount of Bitcoin and show you what exactly happens when I place an order on an exchange and how exactly Bitcoin is credited to me. So I'll go to WazirX. I have around 10,000 rupees in WazirX. Say I want to buy Bitcoin worth rupees 2,000, and I'll just click on buy BTC. The moment I click on buy BTC, the order is placed successfully, and I can see that the order is completed. Around 1994 rupees were used to buy 0.00055 Bitcoin. As I said, Bitcoin is highly divisible. I can buy 0.00001 Bitcoin as well. Right now I've bought 0.00055 Bitcoin at a price of 36 lakh to 25,900. So now this Bitcoin is available in my wallet. But if you have seen our lesson 1 and lesson 2, I was talking about Bitcoin mining and how miners verify the transaction. So now you might be wondering, as soon as I place the order, I instantly got this Bitcoin credited. How is it possible? Where are the miners? How are they getting rewards? Right? So all of these questions might be in your head. Well, the answer is very, very simple. Now, whatever Bitcoin I have bought, this 0.00055 Bitcoin is not actual Bitcoin. It is a virtual Bitcoin. I am yet to buy Bitcoin. So when will this Bitcoin be actually bought? The moment I decide to take this Bitcoin outside of WazirX into some storage, then I will have to send a request to give me Bitcoin, and then WazirX will actually send a command to release 0.0055 Bitcoin, and in that case mining will start. And after mining, it would take say around 1 hour, and after mining I will get this Bitcoin. Exchange is basically a layer on Bitcoin which helps you trade and speculate. For example, I have bought 0.0055 Bitcoin and now I want to sell at a higher price. So in such cases I am just trading. So it doesn't matter if I have actual Bitcoin with me or not. So in that case, WazirX or any other exchange doesn't want to deploy mining activity at all, because the whole purpose of doing this transaction was to just trade or speculate. But the moment I decide that no, I actually want this Bitcoin with me, I want the delivery of this Bitcoin, and I want to hold this Bitcoin onto some other exchange or into my secret wallet, then mining would be needed, and in that case there would be a mining fees associated. There will be a fees to transfer the Bitcoin from WazirX to different wallets. So whenever you decide to withdraw Bitcoin and use it for external purposes, you can withdraw and store Bitcoin in two types of wallet. One is cold wallet and other is hot wallet. So hot wallets are basically online vault. So these are online encrypted space where you can store your Bitcoin details. So whenever you get this Bitcoin, it will be basically a hash ID. There will be a public key and private key. You can store your public key and private key securely in an encrypted way in this online wallets which are secretly stored, or also called as vault. Similarly, there are cold wallets where you get hard drive, you plug in into your machine, you note down your private key and public key and store it in an encrypted way in that hard drive. So that basically means now you are storing your Bitcoin in that cold wallet and no one can steal that Bitcoin from you. So whenever you are buying say 2 Bitcoin, 3 Bitcoin or 10 Bitcoin, the value is in terms of crores. To safeguard your Bitcoin against hacking, a lot of people prefer cold wallet where they plug in the hard drive in their machine, then they order the Bitcoin and they wait for hours together till the mining to be completed. Once the mining is completed, the Bitcoin values are finally received and then they are stored in that hard drive in a very, very encrypted way. But for a beginner, they can simply do transactions by buying and selling Bitcoin on these exchanges. So this is how Bitcoin transaction works. But before buying and selling Bitcoin on any of the exchanges, make sure you check their fees also. For example, in WazirX, to make a transaction, maker will take 0.2 and taker will take 0.2. So totally 0.4% of my total turnover is lost in the form of fees in WazirX. Similarly, if I go to BitBNS and check their fees in the fees section, you will see that there is a flat 0.25% of the fees that they charge. So in WazirX it is 0.4, in BitBNS it is 0.25. In other platforms like Binance it is very, very less. It is close to 0.07% or something. So while choosing your exchange, make sure you check about these fees as well. So that's it for today. In the next video, we will discuss how to automate trade in crypto. Now we know that crypto is a 24/7 market. So we cannot monitor this market throughout the year. We will need an automation system which will monitor the trades, which will generate entries and exit based upon candle patterns or indicators. We will learn about all of that in detail in the next episode. And then we will talk about algo trading platforms which allow automation in crypto in complete detail. In fact, I am also going to place live trades using my automation system in the next episode. But next episode will release a little later because I will have to work around creating the entire infrastructure that allows me to automate my trades in crypto using algo trading. In the meantime, I will be releasing many more videos on different topics, but stay tuned. I will see you all in the episode 4 of crypto. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like our content, subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends and family, and stay tuned. We will come out very soon with episode number 4 where I will be automating crypto. Thank you so much.